W song. Tell me where it's from. Tell me where it's from right now. And I won't. No, I can't. I tried actually for real this time. I did. It wasn't this time. It wasn't that I didn't try. It's that I couldn't get it to work. Even the 10 pounds. But I did try. I'm trying. Usually these things take me a while to figure out though. Dude, for some reason I read what you said as that you were trying to get the same progress on silent club step as I was trying to get on Deimos. And I'm like, no. I mean, that wouldn't work very soon when I get to the maze part where you can't do anything anymore. Not Mario 64. Ding. This stream did just start, yeah. Oh, always another day. You've heard of this? You don't remember? I'll give you a clue before we start. It's from a Mario and Luigi game. Does that narrow it down? I want you guys to guess it before I start. Or try to. That's like one of those like Brotherhood battles. No. Yes! Good job! Partners in Time Peach's Castle. Thank you. Now we can start thanks to the useful ability of BP1256. We can now play the game. We're all proud of you. Partners in Time's underrated, bro. I actually like that game a lot. The scaling was kind of evil and ridiculous, but outside of that. Wow, wow, wow. The song says, you have a research paper? Okay, well, while you're doing all that nerd stuff, we're gonna get to gaming over here. Weird though that you're a nerd. You're not embarrassed by any degree? Like, that's why, like, we make fun of people, like nerds and other such, while we otherwise have fun and we're better than you, mostly, I would say. So, enjoy your nerd paper where you research stuff. Here's my 500-page paper on why it's all so. Fucking get a load of this shit. I tell you, like, also, like, there's no need to write anymore because we have ChatGPT. Just write everything for us. It's weird, I don't know why you would waste your time writing. So, thank you. This is 67,000 somethings. We're just writing about Rubik's Cubes? Okay, wait. Now I'm actually interested though. Like, what are we doing? Let me in. No, I would never use ChatGPT, I'm serious. You watched it 15, you watched my Secret in Hell video 15 minutes after it was uploaded? That's crazy. You were actually there for the start. That is nuts. I don't think I was even, I don't remember where, I think I uploaded it in like a hotel room or something. I don't think I was even at home. Alright, Vietnamese dong, I always forget. I should know all the currency. Even Bo Manson, what's up, dude? How you doing? What's up? So I've been up since like 11:30, unfortunately for me. So I'm up a good bit of a squirrel complication, you might expect from me as of late. But that's okay. In life, you got raisins and craisins. Yeah, they serve those on the planes and such. Yeah, it was like, so Given Hell was the first time I did a video that was like real. I think it was like the first like, you know, squirrel fractal. Remember the theoretical lower limit of 3x3x3 single times. The world vector 3 sub 2 would like. Okay. I know you probably don't want to talk about this because you're writing a paper on it. But is it like how much like does it have to relate to like the seed, quote unquote random seed that you start with? Because I don't know like how random randomness actually is when you like how rigorous does a shuffling method need to be of a Rubik's Cube in order to be like competitively like this one counts? And if that method is rigorous, how much does RNG play a factor in how fast it's possible to solve any specific cube? That's I asked you a whole fucking like essay question right there. Ignore me. I like that. It's too complicated probably to answer simply. Oh no! I actually just clicked too early! Your average time to solve is like 23 seconds. I don't know how to solve Rubik's Cubes at all. Yeah, I've only solved Rubik's Cube once by like coming up with my own like algorithms and stuff. Because I was really bored of like my grandparents' house. I didn't have any electronics. And it took like a week or something. I don't know. It took like a long time to solve one. But I didn't want to just like look up permutations that already existed. Because that's boring. But I feel like they're not that complicated. It's just like you do some set of actions. Some like cyclical set of actions that moves one thing. And then moves the rest back so it changes like one thing. I don't know if that makes sense. Like you can do these motions to, if you want this specific thing to happen, you have to come up with like a formula that does that specific thing. They probably have like really good methods of doing that sort of stuff. I don't know anything about cubing. Because I obviously could, I like that's something I would never even try to get into that with my like hand ability. My hands are really bad. So I never even bothered. But it'd probably be interesting. Like, I like pattern recognition and stuff. What era of GD do I miss the most? I don't know. I'm not really much like a wasteful guy. Honestly. My only complaint is I think a lot of the top levels right now are just stupid. Other than that, like, it's been fine for most of the time I've been playing. I just don't like the fucking levels that are on the top of the list right now. So, like, I like the players. I think it's fine. But I don't like TS2. I don't like Womba or Nullscapes or Amethyst. And that's like a bulk of the levels in the top 5 and 10 and such. I think it's just kind of lame. I think Flamewell's pretty cool, but it's not like great. It has its problem. Yeah, forcing runs is very effective sometimes. Because it just gives you like a change. But like, I wouldn't say like, I think people like glamorize like the quarantine era, I think to some extent. I think it was pretty good, but we didn't have a lot of the, like, a lot of the tools to make it fun yet. I think the game's changed a lot since then, but honestly not that much. I mean, it's hard for a game like Jump Dash to really change. I feel like it's kind of hard to be wistful about something because it's always been the same game. with like the same rules and everything. The only real change that's happening is like with alternating maybe being a thing one day. But other than that, the game has been played with the same rules for the whole time, so it's not like really like I miss it like how it felt to play during a certain era. And realistically, like it just gets better to play every like it's probably gonna stop now. But like going from like 144 hertz native to 240 to bypass the CBF to SATA device, like right now it's the most fun to play for me. Like it's much more fun to control this character than it's ever been before, really. If that makes any sense. I hate doing that, bro. You know what I will say, though? I think players are being stupid right now, for the most part. Doggy gets a pass because Grief started a long time ago, but people should not be aiming to make any more top ones, or anything even remotely similar. What needs to happen for people to catch up to Zoink and Pop-Off and all that other stuff, they need to make more levels, like between, like, Anathema and PS2, and there's just like there's nothing to play. There's no steps to take, bro. Like that are like worth it. A lot of players would get a lot better at this game, I think, if there was like better levels actually to play in that range. Like you know that person verifying Heliopolis? They just got like 28%. And they're like freaking out about it because it took like 150k attempts. And I'm thinking in my head, if you're not Zoink or Pop-Off, then there's really no point because no matter how hard it's gonna, like, it doesn't matter how hard you make it, you won't make it hard enough for them to just not just pop it in 5 seconds. Like, you need to clear the gap before pushing the skill barrier if you're not one of those 2 fucking people, or maybe like Trick or something. Like, you need to be one of those 2 people. Or 3 people, whatever. You don't have the experience they have. And that's what it really comes down to, more than the skill. Like if you're gonna put on that effort and you want it to be top 1 or everything like that. Max, hello. What's up, bro? $50 on nullscapes is like maybe 5% of the difficulty of actually beating it, I feel like. So with something like nullscapes, I think it's just like every click adds an infinite amount of difficulty to it. Oops. Peach Cobbler? Peach Cobbler? La, 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 la. That's my response to you. Hope you liked it. I worked very hard on giving you that response. Thanks, it was fun. I like doing it. I think Trick probably still does. Like, I don't like speculating on players and stuff like that, but I just think Doggy needs to be more level. Oh, it was like, bro is Deimos. No, because Beating Flame Wall? No, Flame Wall's a little bit too difficult for me. Just a touch. But I don't know, like... I don't know how someone could be that good at the game, but I think it just literally comes with beating everything like that. That's just what happens. If you could beat everything... Like, he had the whole top 75 at some point as well, like... I think that's just what it is eventually. You get good at everything. Dude, why am I failing that? Dude, I hate, like, this is one of the only parts of I really dislike. Like, every single click on this is buns in, like, a unique way, bro. New strat, do that. But just, like, keep holding. Can you actually, like, if I click this, like, as late as I possibly can you actually do it? It looks like you're like really close to being able to do it. I almost made it through right there. Oh, oh! Wait, it's happening. New strat. Stop. It's so like my muscle memory doesn't like doing this at all. Dude, this would be like actually like aura. If you ever hit this. Yeah, we did it. Doing a swag strat. I don't do it part 1 so that. It's hard. You think today's the day for Deimos? Well, if I keep doing this, probably not. Is it even easier? Oh, it's way easier. Yeah, it saves several thousands of frames and my lifetime probably also. Can I do it normal again? I don't know if I even remember how anymore. You ever watch someone beat a level and you just disagree with their click patterns? You're just like, oh, that's not how you do that, but okay. Guess it works. Yeah, easy. What inspired you to wear glasses? What inspired me to wear glasses? What a stupid question is that? Remix way. New level by Durami. Oops, I didn't jump. What trend? Why is bro Mickey Mouse? No, Zoinka's not reached the peak of his skill. Like, PS2 is actually just a gambling level. Like, yeah, I remember Topi. Dude, Durami is goated at this game. If he wanted to, he could probably be the top 30. People don't even know because he like spends his time not doing that. He flew tournament revenue for like 50. Yo, Uncle John, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the 12 months, bro. Like, he's actually smurfing. Like, he has... Durami can... For as long as I've been aware of his skill, he's been smurfing. Like, you just don't even know, bro. It's crazy to you that XO is harder than AA. It makes sense. AA is pretty easy. AA is so, like, 2 parts level. Good, yeah, no, I'm actually playing really bad today so far. Probably because of that whole no sleep thing. Dude, the hardest part of AA is like Viper, I think. Or whatever the part is where you have to do that UFO bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? My clicks sound like your doorbell going off? I'm so sorry. I know the feeling. Come on, man. Just give me... Alcoholics Anonymous. Thank God I'm not an alcoholic, dude. That must suck. Like, actually, I'm not even joking at all. Like, if you could... Like, alcohol's such a destructive substance to be addicted to, I feel like. Like, that's fucked up, man. I don't know how your body's... The human body is incredible. That doesn't just kill you within, like, 1 month. Just outright, like, 100% chance. Come on, bro. That's good. It's tough, man. I feel like... 74 times 5, how can it be? What the fuck is 74 times 5, man? I can't... Okay, let me think really hard. 74 times 5 is like 375 minus 365? 370? Wait, but you gotta subtract with it. I'm dumb? Wait. Don't you have to cut out the 5? That's like 330. Oh, fuck. Dude, I thought you were asking me a formula. Like, I didn't realize you were talking about, like, my death count. I'm actually so stupid. It's crazy. I thought you were just like, asking me to solve a question. And then it's not like my fucking deaths on... Dude, I'm actually a bot, man. Also, yeah, it's 370 because I was like, for some reason, like I forgot the number. The reason I can't do mental math is because I forget the number before it's the other one. So I was doing 75 times 5, and I got 375, but then I forgot that number, and like I was like looking for like a clean number to subtract 5 from, and I found 370, and then it went away. You got surgery today? Well, but you already got it? Well, then rest up. I don't know if you're watching it. I've gotten surgery before. I don't know how you're watching a stream right now. I was just like slipping in and out of consciousness for the rest of the day. Or maybe it was like a minor surgery or something. By the way, get better, bro. What's the most common surgery? Maybe it was wisdom tooth surgery. That's gotta be like the most common one, right? We've all had wisdom tooth surgery, I feel like. Made you awake? Oh! No good. Dude, I hate order priorities. Like, what am I even supposed to do? You just guess between... Okay, so here's the problem with this fucking bullshit timing that sucks and everyone hates it. Is you can't, like, see where the spike is, bro. So, like, you have to play it off the orb. Like, okay. So, yeah, you see the problem with what I just died to right there? I clicked the pink orb, but if you click it too late, you die to the spike, which is, like, random and also determined on when you click this yellow orb. So you can't actually click, if it was as simple as just click the pink orb, it's late at C. So you have to just guess in the middle. It's fucking stupid, man. See, look at this. Like, I'm trying to time it late, but you have to time it early. You have to time it early, and it's between two orbs. So actually dumb, man. The other two, like, the other ones are fine, but that orb specifically is just so ass. And you have to time it early, and you just have to hope that you're past the radius of the other one, dude. It's so bad, man. Oh well. I mean, I'm concerned about it, but like, what am I supposed to do, bro? Why did you change order prior in the first place? Probably because he probably didn't need to. He just deleted 2.1 by accident and had to remake the entire game, so probably just like... What happened, man? It just feels so random if I'm gonna pass that or not. Molten lava prank. Ha ha ha. MITC error cannot complete name. Sorry, that was a. Looks like your module is not compatible. Bro is a module. Have I played Overwatch? Fucking no. Actually, maybe I have. I don't remember. But I didn't play it ever. I probably played it like I played Valorant, where I like tried it once and was like, no, this sucks, and then I just didn't play with it. I don't do games with downtime. They bore me, and I feel like I'm wasting my time. Overwatch probably has less downtime, but I'm talking like CS:GO likes, where it's like you have a team and another team, and then you spawn and then you do it. And a lot of it, at least CS:GO and Valorant, felt like a lot of walking around and like waiting, and then. This is Deimos by his hybrid more. Dude, I saw, so someone was talking about, what is it? Elysium Mons by Hybrid. I checked it out. I don't really like it. I think the gameplay's trying too hard to be different. I thought there were a few decent parts. But I wasn't big on it. It's weird to say I thought the song was actually pretty good. Samalot, King Samalot, you fucking asshole. Thank you for the 100 bits. I was warming up in GD, and I had this guy's stream in the background, and all of a sudden it just goes, and like 100 nukes go off all at once, and there's like air raid sirens or something. It's like the loudest noise. I didn't even know like my computer could produce a noise that loud at the volume I had it set to. And I type in this motherfucker's chat. I type in this dude's chat. What the fuck? And he's like, dude, what happened? What do you mean? And I'm sitting there like, is this guy rage baiting me? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, he just set up 100,000 fireworks directly next to me, and he's like, dude, what? What are you talking about? Like, this motherfucker, bro. Yo. I was watching him play, the Roblox IQ game. That actually was pretty fun. Your damage break. You're gonna get tinnitus, bro. You're gonna get the nitus. The night is. I liked you when you were in the one where it was like look at the black lines to see the code. I liked your like what you tried to do with the white, like counting the squares in each of the like the quadrants. I thought that was like an interesting way to look at it. I was like, oh, I never thought about that before. But it just looks like players are spawning on you the whole time. It's really annoying. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to play it in peace. Dude, if I do this from zero, bro, I just said, remember, you can never click that too late. I think you can, but like buy 1 million. Roblox is infinite games for no games. We talked about this. No. I watched Roblox have one real game. It was Zeroni was playing it during a 24-hour stream. It was like this game where you like drove a car. It was like a car trial map, like a Trackmania car trial map in Roblox, and it was like this really shitty controlled like thing, and it was actually like awesome. I don't remember what it was called. It's crazy though, Sam. You're like actually a streamer, like a streamer. You know what I mean? Like I check your stream and it's like, oh shit, this guy's like a streamer. If you actually made it, that's crazy. Dude, I think I am talking about the forklift game. It's awesome. That was so fun to watch. It was so funny. Am I a streamer? No, I'm like a GD player. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't watch me if I played other games that much, but like Samuel's like an actual like streamer now, which is insane. Like not many people are able to make it out and do that. It's crazy. Yeah, the forklift game. Use level, not that hard. You're in my subconscious. Dude, I know, and it was so funny. When King Samuel was at the Shroom University, because no matter when I clicked on it, like it didn't matter what was happening. He was like, "Dude, we should clean up in here," and then he would pan the camera, and it was just like a nuke went off every single time, no matter what time of the day it was. It was just like a million scattered items every single time, and he looked around, and it was like, "Chat, should we clean it? Chat, should we clean it?" And everyone was like, "Yes, yes, yes," and he's like, "I don't know." Could be done. All right, chat, we're gonna clean it. And then he would like move the camera, pick up 2 items, and then immediately go back to what he was doing before he did it. And like it got a laugh out of me every single time. Like this happened like 6 times or something. He's actually like a really good streamer though. Am I baked? No, if I was baked, I wouldn't be baked at. Well, okay, in my world, I woke up at. Well, I guess I woke up like 7 hours ago, so I guess I could in theory, but I'm not. But I was gonna say I never ever get high in like the first half of the day. That's stupid. I think if you get high in the first half of the day, that's stupid. I think that's a reserved for the night thing, or like the later half of your day. It's not good. But no, GD is not fun high at all, I feel like. Honestly, it just doesn't, like, whenever I get high, like, GD just doesn't interest me at all anymore. I don't know. Like, it's not what I want to be doing. No, I almost never tweeted high. When I do, it's super fucking obvious. Like, if a video is involved, something is happening to me. Otherwise, I'm probably sober. Like, I usually just don't get on Twitter when I'm that way. But if a video is involved, so definitely, I'm definitely somewhere. I think one of the reasons why GD is not that fun high is because, like, weed definitely makes my, like, arthritis, like joint pains, like not worse, but like more noticeable. If that makes any sense. And it's not that fun for that reason also. I think all addictions are bad for the most part. Didn't it do the opposite? Yeah, I've heard for some people it does the opposite, but not for me. It definitely doesn't soothe it. It's not painful, it's just I don't like doing, like, I don't like trying to do any rigorous tasks. Because then I feel like the aching. And low-key, when I get high, I just want to talk, man. Like, I'm that kind of guy, bro. I don't know if that's, like, annoying or whatever, but, like, when I get high, I just, like, I want to talk to people. I'm like, what's up, everybody? Like, I don't even really want to be, like, doing my own thing. I want to be hanging out with people. No, like, I don't know. Like, I don't think that'd be very fun. I think it'd probably be, like, overstimulating. Yeah, I'm always like, you know what? Like, let's get into it. I want to talk with everybody. I totally swapped roles. Like, usually I'm really introverted, but weed makes me rather extroverted. That's fine. I gotta start walking up to, like, my friends. I'm like, what's up? Let's hash it out, bro. Let's start talking. Yeah, I've been with, like, it's fun when you smoke with different people. You get, like, different dynamics. It's like one of my favorite dynamics is, like, two people really talking to him, and then one guy's just, like, frozen into stone. That happened to us a lot. But no, I don't think I would enjoy it. My first time I ever got high, I took a 600 milligram edible, and we watched American Psycho, and it hit halfway through, and I don't remember a single, like, it's just, like, scattered scenes. Like, it's just, like, I literally don't remember a single, like, I couldn't figure out how things, like, related to other things anymore. Like, I lost the ability to connect things in my brain. So it was just... I went basically entirely nonverbal. That's, like, the only time, one of the only times I've ever gone entirely nonverbal. And my friends were trying to talk to me, and I just couldn't even, like, it wasn't that I couldn't respond to them, it's that I wasn't even there to respond to them in the first place. Like, I was entirely fucking somewhere else. You have to actually hear what people are saying in order to respond to them, and it wasn't, like, there at all to do that. I do not recommend that, by the way. Ever, really. I mean, you don't ever need to go that far with that. It's crazy. I was high for, like, 3 days. And I remember when it hit, I was looking at my friend, and I didn't know, like, what weed was gonna do yet. And I looked at him, and the wall behind him just fragmented. Like, it split. Like, I was looking at my friend, like, he was sitting on the couch, and then the wall behind him was split into, like, vertical sections, and then the sections just, like, fell apart. Like, and there was just no more, like, wall behind him. I was just like, I guess this is what weed does. I think people kind of downplayed it a little bit. That was my first thought. But I really regret it, honestly. Because, like, I don't know. I think a fun part about discovering weed is like trying to like get a little bit higher than the time before it. And it was one of those things where I kind of already saw the peak immediately, and it kind of sucked because of that. Because it's like, you know where the scale ends up, and it's not. So you kind of lose, like immediately, kind of lose some of the mystery of it. You know what I mean? So I kind of regret. Well, not kind of. I definitely regret it because I think it would have been way more fun to like ramp up slowly. And yeah, I don't know why I did that. Because I was like, it can't kill you. So I was like, okay, well then, might as well. No, don't smoke weed. I think that, honestly, it's kind of a hot take, but 75% of the people who touch weed should never touch it in the first place. You need self-control, man. Like, it is not something I recommend people to do. It's a drug, man. Like, it is a drug, and if you cannot use it responsibly, like, people act like it's anything else than that. Like, it's annoying to me. Just because it won't physically fuck up your life doesn't mean it will not mentally fuck up your life. Because it will if you get addicted to that. It absolutely will. Like, you can't get physically addicted, so it's fine. You can get mentally addicted. You can need it. But yes, my recommendation would be never to smoke weed unless you're like fully sure that you can like have the self-control not to do it. Like, even at my absolute peak, it was like once a week, once every 2 weeks. That was just the limits I set for myself. And even then, I burned through the magic of it in like a year. So just make the special moments count, y'all, but don't take it to numb anything you want to. Unless you're taking CBD to numb something real, like that's fine. That's medically obviously fucking real. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There are legitimate medical uses for weed, obviously. But THC and CBD, I think. Or the mostly CBD, I think. I don't remember. It never helped me medically, though, I'll tell you that much. Really? I felt like I clicked faster. Yeah, weed was legal when I was using it in New York. It's not legal here in Pennsylvania. Crazy because I'm pretty sure literally every single state bordering Pennsylvania is legal in, except for Pennsylvania. What's the legal thing I've done? Well, that's not something I would talk about on stream. For what I would expect to be obvious reasons. But there's an answer. There's a few answers I can think of. Hopefully that's enough for you. Do you think weed suppressed my ADHD? No. I mean, like, I never, like, Weed wouldn't work for me as any sort of medical thing because it causes too many physical side effects that are impossible to ignore. It makes my acid reflux way worse. It makes my throat feel super dry. And that's fine for like a party setting or something, but it's not fine for like an actual I would use this for real setting. You know what I mean? Like it kind of fucks up my stomach. Makes my allergies feel really bad. The dehydration effect has caused one of the most painful experiences of my life. The weed didn't cause it. Well, I guess technically it did because of the dehydration, but dehydration causes a pain within me so severe. It's kind of hard to explain with words. I'm not sure I'm still not sure what causes it. One of the biggest pains in my life was after an edible because it dried out my system and it was, I don't know, man, it was so painful. It felt like there was a band wrapping around my head and it was like constricting. And I was throwing up for hours, bro. For when that happened the first time, I thought maybe like I just had a bad reaction to the weed. But I had that exact same thing happen when I was on an airplane. Because I was unable to equalize pressure and a very similar, almost identical phenomenon happened. Well, no, because it wasn't the weed that caused it. It was, I'm still unclear on the details, but the exact same thing was felt. Doctors are not sure, but it has something to do with the fact that, like, in both situations, something is constricting my ability to equalize pressure, and there's a lot of pressure somewhere where there should not be pressure, and it's not normal. Like, it has nothing to do with anything other than that, and that's really all I know about it. It's kind of confusing. No, I'm not taking Benadryl for fun because I'm not insane. Fuck that shit. Does autism affect weed? Maybe. I don't know. Autism affects everything, I guess. The reason I know it's not the weed and that it's something to do with dehydration or something similar is that it has happened to me when I smoked without water in the bong. Like, it happened in a really severe way when I did that. And I wasn't even thinking about it. But, like, if I do it with water, nothing, like, I don't feel like that at all. So I know it can't be the weed because I've smoked much higher quantities than when I did without the water. But knowing that, I don't have, like, an answer as to why. I still don't understand why, actually. Because the only two conditions to ever trigger it are smoking with no water or airplane. What is that supposed to mean? It's so weird. But I am 100% convinced it's not a mental thing, because it's literally the exact same feeling from the airplane to the weed. And it does not happen when I smoke weed correctly at all. So I don't think so. But I'm scared because I want to go on airplanes more to go places, but I'm scared. Last time I went on an airplane, I ruptured my eardrum, man. That prevented that from happening, the thing I was talking about, where I can't, like, it feels like I'm gonna, like, my head's gonna explode. But I ruptured a fucking eardrum, it sucked. And so I'm trying to figure out what's actually causing this sensation. I don't know what it is. I lied. There's one other time that I felt like this. And it is when I was trying to learn how to scuba dive and I was physically unable to clear my ears. That is the only other time it's happened. Bro, I hate when people fucking police what I'm talking about, man. I know, like, you're not meaning to be whatever, but, like, I fucking hate that shit. Because this conversation did not happen in the last stream. Even if it's, like, a similar-ish thing, this exact conversation was not the exact conversation I had. And I fucking get mad when people are in my chat talking about, like, you cannot police what I'm talking about, man. That shit's annoying. It's not even that, like, it's been like 2 days in a row, man. I mean, it is a frequently talked about thing. I talk about Japanese a lot, too. For some reason, I'm, like, actually, like, gifted at remembering kanji. Like, actually, legitimately, like, there's, like, lessons in like N3, the vocab, like they have the words split up into lessons, and I'm going through and I'm learning all of the kanji for all the words, and I literally run through them once, and then I get 100% every single time, and I don't understand how my brain is capable of doing it. Like, it's one of the most baffling things I've ever seen. Like, what part of my brain is holding on to this information with such perfection, man? It's kind of awesome, but I don't know what it's doing to make that happen. It's just, like, so addicting. It's like you see a pattern, you log it somewhere, and then it's permanently stored in some fucking, like, database that my brain has or something. I don't know, man. I'm very fortunate to have it. Because it makes learning kanji pretty much auto. Like, actually, I just look at it, my brain just does it for me. It's crazy. I finished playing through Deltarune in Japanese. Chapter 4 is so good, man. It's ridiculous. I'm at the point now where pretty much any, like, basic conversation I can get. Like, no matter what it is. Like, if it's some simple shit you would say every day, I would know what it is 100%. But, like, when you get into, like, complicated stuff, gone. I don't know. Dude, I got so mad because the third of those kanjis I think popped up, and I was like, how is it not one of the other two? Like, what the fuck is that? I just got that. Remember, because you sent me, green, and I thought it was line, and now there's 3 of them. Like, why is there 3 of them? Evil motherfuckers, man. Yeah, that's what I sent. I wish him a night. Thank you for the $2 Australian. I will not be giving you a shout out when I beat Deimos. I don't think that's what I do. I stream in the daytime? No, I don't. I've never done that. You're watching a fake version of me. Am I Catholic? No, I'm very anti-religious. That's a conversation we had the other stream, I think. Or, like, yesterday. No, was it even yesterday? It was recently. Like, I say anti-religious. I don't care if people are religious. I'm not religious. We had to come out recently, though, right? Yeah. I believe that this is happening because it's happening, and there's no real reason behind it. extreme summary of the conversation I had previous is that matter is doing this because it intrinsically wants to do it, I guess, and that's all there is to it. Maybe there's a why as to why matter has these properties and rules that created us, but I don't really care because it's probably like it probably is because it is, man. And whatever the answer is, I don't think it's human centric at all. I don't think we're that fucking important at all, man. Ugh. Yeah, if there is a god, I don't think it's related to humans. I don't know why it would be. I've never done that before. Because we have consciousness? Yeah, but I think consciousness is just some fucking... It's just, we are more than some of our parts, I guess. There's something to be said about... Well, there's a word for this in, like, science. Where, like, the sum of a group of entities has properties that are not found in the original. Like how water has surface tension and isn't just, even though individual molecules don't have surface tension, water molecules are still what makes it happen, technically. There's a term for it, I don't know, but I think consciousness is just that. It's just, it's a property that exists in all matter that's just amplified by the complexity that we are of it. It was fun to play. It's okay. It's kind of joke point heavy, if that wasn't obvious. It's not terrible. It's really not terrible. But it is kind of a chore to play through the game a little bit. Emergence. Yeah, that's the word. Emergence. Thank you. I don't know, I'm not very smart. I don't know like a lot about stuff, but I do believe that human consciousness is not a unique thing. It's just a property caused by the emergence of several complicated structures that exist just because they do, and because that's what matter's natural tendency is to be this way. Something to be created, there has to be a creator? No, because that would signify there's some sort of like... No, I can't understand Japanese songs. I can barely understand English songs. I'm not good at understanding... Like, if I was reading the lyrics, I can understand it. But I'm really shit at understanding songs, like, when I'm listening to them, even if they're in English. I don't know what people are saying. Like, I don't know if my brain is just bad, but I can't do it, bro. Thank you for the 20 krona. No, I need to like go, I need to like actually look at the lyrics to know what I'm listening to, like low-key. Yeah, we're not gonna talk Japanese in here. That's for sure. Why don't I ever change my icon to 2.2? Because my icons are sick looking. And all the 2.2 icons are too much. They're extra. To the atheists in chat, how do you base your morals? I always thought that was stupid. Like, I'm a good person because I am. Like, there's no further... Like, why would you need some threat of punishment not to be a good person? Like, it's, like, incomprehensible to me. Honestly. Like, I can't imagine being a bad person. For what? Like, dude, I guess... No, okay, here's the thing about religion, though. I understand that there are some people who don't have that intrinsic... Like, they're just intrinsically selfish for some reason. And so they need some sort of, like, external force to prevent them from acting that way. Like, they need a true reason to not be an asshole, I guess. I understand that. But it's not... My brain is not like that. I am not... So it just doesn't make any sense to me from, like, a personal perspective. Because to me, because I guess my brain is functioning in a certain way. Like, if I was an asshole to somebody or I was a bad person, I wouldn't be able to, like, sleep at night. You know what I mean? The consequences would be internal. I would feel like a really bad person. And it would make life harder for me if I was a bad person. And I would just feel really bad about life. Like, I wouldn't feel good if I was an asshole. Right? Like, I don't know. Not that I'm some moral saint or anything. Yeah, that's true. But there's gotta be some... I don't know how, like... I feel like in any rational society, people learn to be nice just from interacting with their community. Eventually. Like, I have autism, so I understand, like a lot of things that I didn't understand why they were bad until they were explained to me, and then I was like, oh, and I don't want to make people feel bad, so I want to do it that way. Yeah. Oh, it's definitely not an autism exclusive thing. It's just like I was relating my personal experience to it. Any runs today? Yeah, I got to pass the second wave from 21. I'm just waiting to get consistent at the other stuff, and we'll be sitting pretty. It's so fun. Yeah, it's pretty fun, I guess. But it can be annoying at times. Damn it. Pretty unconvincing, yes. Well, it's just like kind of Because, like, I honestly, like, if I felt worse about it, then I would just say that. But, like, it's not bad, but it's kind of numbing. Because you really just die to a few choke points scattered throughout the level for the most part, and then everything else is just kind of a lack of focus test. But it doesn't feel like it's worth giving your full focus to, because you'll still die to those choke points no matter what, it feels like. But it's not unfun, like, and it's not like you're ever really gonna, like, throw a fit. Like, unless you're bad at that second wave in the drop, because that's really annoying. But it's just kind of meh, honestly. Like, it's not unfun, but it's just not that stimulating to play. It doesn't feel like your actions have that much... I'm talking about Deimos, yeah. Your actions don't have that much of a consequence. I don't know. You can't agree with morals you can't prove because of going on the majority feels, and I guess that's good, but if you're going on how you feel, that's dumb, right? Yeah, for others, maybe, I guess. Like, I don't care enough to, like, I know I'm being a good person enough to the point where I don't care to, like, argue about ethics my whole life to find some, like, concrete, you have to be this sort of kind of guy thing. Maybe that's, like, ignorant of me, but I don't, like, it's one of those things that I think you can get caught thinking about for your whole fucking life, and it's not actually good for you to think about that if you're, like moderately convinced to any degree that you're a good person. Like, I have friends and I make them happy and they make me happy and I do things for them, they do things for me. And, like, I show general politeness to people. And I would hope... I guess it's a community thing. I would hope if I acted in a way that was immoral, that they would stop me. And I say to them to do such a thing as well. And I expect them to hold me to that standard. And you guys as well. And that's also a nice thing about being a streamer is... Like, I think cancel culture is bad, but I'm held accountable for my actions. Or, like, if I do anything crazy. Now, I guess a lot of streamers can just ignore that. But I don't really get any pushback or anything, and I would expect that if I was acting in an immoral way, someone would say anything, really, at all, at any given point in time. Like, people that I think are bad people that are content creators still get pushback. And it's to the point where if I was acting in a way that was immoral, like, it's one of those things where I don't think it's, like, quantifiable. I think if morals were easily quantifiable, and, like ethics were, like, an easily codifiable, you should do this, shouldn't do that, for all these reasons, then it would have already been solved already. It would have been this, like, gigantic discussion argument thing. And I'd especially fucking rather trust the people in my life than, like, a book that was written 1,000 years ago to tell me how to be moral. You know what I mean? I think the human experience requires some trust in other people to hold some collective idea on what morality is that no one person can nail down. And that's just how it is. So I think you're trying to solve a problem that can't easily be solved. And it would be nice if there was a book that told you exactly how it all worked, but I don't think that such a thing is real. But I don't know. Dude, my throat's starting to feel really dry and painful. If I get sick now, I'm gonna crash out, dude, like, actually. Because, like, I've been waiting for this meetup for so long. And, like, I got that, like, really dry throat coming. I mean, whatever. It's if worst comes to worst and I really do get sick, they could just take my car and they'll go without me. But hopefully it doesn't come to that. It's fine. I'll pick them up from the airport and they can do it. But I obviously want to be there. Yeah, I'm like worried it's gonna happen to me, but I'm not trying to think about it too much. Because if I do, then it will actually happen. You know what I mean? I think there's absolutely some sort of what is the word? Like psychomatic, I think? Like effect that your brain has on what actually happens in your body. I swear to God, has this happened to you? Where like you're really sick, but you need to lock in to do something. And you just stop being sick for a little bit. I think this has actually happened to me before. No, I'm actually somewhat convinced. Psychosomatic. Yeah, that's the word. I think I'm like, oh, with the $2. Dark occultist. I do think there's like, this is like an actually like well-researched phenomenon. Like people who are struggling like in like, with like serious illnesses, like in hospitals, have a better chance of making it if they really like have something to live for. You know what I mean? Like if they really want to do it. And I really do believe that something like that, like, because, you know, your whole body, your immune system, everything, it's still you. I do believe you have some sort of, like, fucking, you don't have a say over it, but I think you do influence it in some way. But I'm not sure if that's, like pseudoscience or real, but I'm pretty sure it's research. Like, I'm pretty sure that this is real. I don't know how large the effect is necessarily, but I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Yeah, when I was first getting acid reflux, I looked up like because I didn't know what was causing it, and I was looking up a lot of things, and there were a lot of anecdotal reports by people saying that a lot of their acid reflux was caused by stress, and that once the stressor was removed, that they got a lot better. Now mine is not psychosomatic. Mine is caused by the mucus. Right now, there's mucus draining into my throat. I feel it, and I have acid reflux. It's a 1-to-1. The question is, why is the mucus there? That's the one I don't know. It's usually just allergies, for the most part. But it doesn't get worse or better of a stress. Mucus just doesn't give a shit about nothing. It just spawns seemingly at random, I feel like. I think your god's an asshole. Like, I don't mean that in a bad way, but like, if you're right, I'm going to suffer in hell forever. That's crazy. For what? Like, that's also my problem with the whole thing. Like, I'm going to hell forever? Yeah, Saul Goodman can argue my case. Angel Saul Goodman. And all forgiving God will not send people to suffer from eternity. Yeah, and I can't imagine in what setting that would ever, like, be true. Like, it's just, like, insane. Civil is very hard. I don't know. Like, they just... I don't know, like, what... I don't know after Christianity. Yeah, if God's real, just show me, like, a proof. Like, why is it, like, this weird test thing? Like, why is it, like, not, like, just prove it, like, just show me now. And not through some weird fucking, like, oh, it's a sign because it can be misconstrued. Like, you would have to actually show me. Here it is right now, bro. Across all the 7 bajillion fucking people, bro. Treasure Island? What is that? I haven't read that many books because they're Hermione, but I want to get into reading more so that I'm not an idiot. You know what I mean? I don't want to be stupid. Right now, I feel kind of stupid. Or like, not, I guess not stupid, like, I should really get my knowledge up, I feel like. I'm not very well read, I guess. Yeah, there's always some, like, there's always some way they can be like it's not because it's like anything where something could be, you could just have an infinite amount of reasons where it couldn't be also. If it's some nebulous thing like that. Like, you can neither prove nor disprove the existence of, like, a giant 100,000-ton metal duck sitting outside the observable universe. And, like, most religious arguments come down to trying to argue whether or not the metal duck is out there. Oh, there is one? I believe in the edge of the universe metal duck. It will save us. It will send us to a universe of alloys. It'll crush me? No. Such a pious figure could never. The mining dimension. This is one of those things where it's like the universe exists, but we don't know why or why not. Like it's the metal. Everything is just the metal duck, bro. There's no point in arguing it because it's just metal duck world. Oh yeah, no, I'm more agnostic than I am atheist. Like I know that I don't know, like what it is all about. But I do think it's not anything that humans have found or come up with. Because I just think it's stupid to assume that 1 billion of the world hasn't figured out the other ones are just stupid or something. Like, I don't know. I'd be okay with being reincarnated as a bug. What would his thoughts on click between frames be? He'd be happy that we're using our appendages to their full potential. Give it the $5. Ugh. Fatigue is consuming me today, if that wasn't clear. I don't think I made it past smokes. I'm just exhausted, man. I've been interested in physics. I think I'm too stupid for physics, but yeah, like I took AP Physics, I passed the AP test. But like AP Physics is for, obviously, like, you know, not exactly the pinnacle of difficulty. And I was already finding myself struggling with several spatial concepts because I'm kind of slow in the head with some of that sort of stuff. Anything that involves any sort of spatial reasoning, not good for me. I'm kind of a dumbass. I'm good at other stuff. No, what the hell is that? Maybe I knew it once. Is it like a fluids thing? It doesn't look like a kinematics equation, but I guess it could be. I don't remember what they are anymore. It's been way too long since then. Well, that's like the lamest version of that ever. If God is real, why do babies get cancer? Because that can be taken much further than that. And why are people depressed? Any parental lobe for spatial? Yeah, whatever lobe is required for that. Not functional. What lobe is involved in like logical stuff? I think my prefrontal cortex is like made of like solid tungsten or something. Like it's really strong. But my whatever like spatial reasoning lobe exists, can't do anything. I'm very, very unbalanced. That was just calling. He had to make this so we could play it. I wish I could do that, bro. Later, Justice mentioned. Ding. Hello, Mr. Oozer. Excuse me. Wow, I was unbecoming, wasn't it? I just have no control over the fucking thing. Yo, thank you for the $10, man. Thank you, Wyatt. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. What are you an Australian? Only way possibly true. It's actually that. Wait. 10 a.m. Oh yeah, no, that is Australia. How's the weather? Warm? It's cold as hell up here. Although it's finally stopping that part of it now. I don't know about you guys, but it's no longer 10 degrees or whatever. It's like 40. It's pretty cool. I actually want to go to Australia at some point in my life. There's a lot I want to see there. In New Zealand would be cool too. I like the geography of New Zealand. It's kind of like there's nothing really like New Zealand as well also. A little more northern state. So Darwin is like the only thing that's up there. Or I guess it could be like near like the top of like Queensland or something. I don't remember what that was. Or New South Wales maybe. No, whatever one's on top of there. I've been to Japan. It's one of the only places I've been outside of the country. Darwin actually seems like a nice place to live. It's pretty cheap, but it would have the problem of the weather being like that, so you would have to do it badly. Old Zealand? I don't know, probably some European shit. Like Zealand. I existed in some. I don't know. GD is really one of the only places I ever see Australians, like, because of the ping. Like, any game where there's ping involved, I rarely see Australians playing. So it's kind of cool that there's, like, games like this that they can play in. Like, I would actually be so mad if every time I wanted to play anything, it was, like, 200 ping minimum. Because it's either European server forever away or American server forever away. Maybe there's an Asian server, but even then your ping is still probably like at least 100, I would expect. Like, that just sucks, man. Where even are Asian servers like located? Because they're probably not in China. Like, China probably doesn't host those things. Probably what? Like, probably not Russia either. Is it Japan? Like, where are most Asian servers hosted out of? Usually in Singapore? That's a good point. That is a very good point. He's gone to college? Nice, dude. Congratulations. I think Australia is a pretty good model of what would happen if Pangea formed again. It would just kind of become like a desolate, dry mass in the center, probably. It'd be really hard for water to break through it in any, like, real way. You would hate living in Pangea. Like, 100% you would hate living there. It was kind of tough, though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even feel that tired, but I just cannot play the game at all. Not even a little bit. Like, my fingers just dog shit at playing. Like, I didn't do that, but my hand did it. Yeah, I lived in Pangea before. Actually, it's well documented. Are we all living in part of Pangea? Or what was Pangea? The people in Russia say they're living in the USSR. What the fuck is Pangea? Like, the whole world or the planet? One doesn't invalidate the other. Like one of the funniest conversations ever recorded. Like, I think about it way more than anyone that I ever should be thinking about it. Dude, it was so weird to see him like take on like a knowledgeable role there. You know what I mean? Like, I've never seen him do that before, where he like actually knows what he's talking about, and then he stops doing it. But it, for like a 5-second interval, he really had it going on. Sorry, that video is really good. The difference between a physical and chemical change. Isn't it like a physical change? You just like rearranging stuff and it can be reconfigured into what it was without any major process. And then a chemical change is you actually physically change the way, and that cannot be reversed. Pretty sure. I passed chemistry. Let's fucking go. You like poetry? Sometimes. I think a lot of it is too on the nose. Maybe not on the nose, but it's like trying to get me to do something. But I guess it's the point. The point of poetry is to get you to feel something. But too many times it's like, and you're fucking shit about it. I don't know how to describe it. But I do like good poetry when it's good. But I think it is like, oftentimes I think I'm just a weird asshole. But sometimes I just feel like it's too pretentious. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like when things try too hard to impress me. I feel like such a weirdo, dude. I don't know. And like a lot of poetry, it does, dude, it insists upon itself. It's like an actually like useful like thing to say about something. I don't even think, did it exist before it was used in Family Guy like that? Or is that one of those like phrases that got like introduced into the vocabulary from that? I wouldn't use AI to do school stuff. Not because, like, I don't think it actually matters much for getting a job, but you just don't want to be an idiot, man. Like, it's kind of embarrassing, like, if you use AI your whole life, and then, like, if you want to, like, form strong social connections, stuff like that, and you're just, like, stupid, like, it won't be fun. Because, like, the thing about college and school and whatever is it's not actually that important to getting a job. Like, the degree matters, but, like, realistically, like, you're going to get training on the job for whatever job you get, right? So, like, it's not the end of the world. Unless you're going to be, like, a doctor, in which case, yeah, if you're fucking using AI, you're probably cooked. Like, if you're, like, a surgeon or something. But, like, most jobs that exist, most people can just learn how to do it on the job. But you don't want to be an idiot. That's what you really want. That's why you don't want to use it. You don't want to be a fucking stupid moron. Then you'll just, like, regret it. I guarantee you'll regret it. It is incredibly useful. Dude, I'm not even joking. My skill boost in GD that I got recently, entirely because I started learning Japanese. I'm not even kidding. That's why it happened. I know 100% that's why it happened. Using your brain pays dividends. I'm not kidding. It makes you better at other stuff where you use your brain. And that's not just like pseudoscience. That's real. And that timing is a fucking funny timing. I love it so much. I like doing all the effort to get over there, and then it just doesn't matter because you fall on the stupid one-frame bullshit timing. That sucks. Thank you for that one. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's not like a fun level, really, because, like, all your effort is just kind of... Like, you do all that, and then it's just... Unfortunately, you failed a 70% chance, I would say, roughly. So you're back at the start. It's fucking lame. Was Bridge Thursdays a thing I was doing? Was that like a thing I did? I don't recall doing that. But... But yeah, don't be stupid, guys. It's better to not be stupid. Thank you for the 100 ARS. Head on out of screen tearing. I don't use VSync. No, I don't think so. I don't know. Just this monitor doesn't have screen tearing really. It's a 36 Hz monitor, so it's pretty nice. Is using say someone using up arrow? I think so. I've never actually used the keyboard. It's weird that when like people ask me to stare at a brick wall, like I like what a weird career I've had as a YouTuber. That's like a real like thing that I see regularly, where people are like, "Can you stare at a wall next time?" Like is that not, like that's crazy. I know it's just like. How many other creators can say that that's what people ask them to do? That was one of my favorite videos on my channel, but I do think my highlight is still the Deep Dip 2 video. That fucking video is so... It's always the GPU. I actually don't... Thank you for answering him, because I don't know, like, shit about screen tearing, honestly. Like, I know it happened once, and it's not happening anymore. So thank you. I appreciate the help. I actually don't know much about hardware or anything. I watch so much Virtual, dude. It's a really good, like, stream game. Yeah, I'm surprised that I can't click that fast today. Can make Naruto filler. I don't know. I haven't watched Naruto. Yeah, no, my icon's new. I got it new. Oops. Like I'm pressing the W key. Dude, I've never really watched stream videos before. I can't even lie to you. So I don't even know if they're under. I mean, I'm sure they're not bad because otherwise they wouldn't have a billion trillion views. I just don't like watching Minecraft content that much because like it's made usually for younger people than I am. With some exceptions, obviously. Ironically, I feel like the vast majority of Minecraft gameplay is either made for a younger audience than me or an older audience than me. You know what I mean by that? Like, there's so many, like, mod pack, like, Let's Play videos that I'd probably really enjoy if I was, like, 40. And probably will when I get to that age, honestly. I need to... I also dislike videos that feel like they don't feel real. They just feel like a product that was like hyper optimized to be as like stimulating as possible. That's like the one Mr. Beast video I watched. I felt like I was like having a seizure. Like honestly, like I felt like buttons are being pressed at perfect speeds in my brain, and it was like too much. Like it was like a video where like a train runs into a ditch or something like that, and this like unrelated stuff kept happening, and it was just like, and then this, and then it's like literally like dangling keys in front of your face the whole time. And the moment you feel like you would ever get bored, it does some new thing. But instead of being like endearing and interesting, it just feels overwhelming and like I'm just like the consumer for the product. You know what I mean? It freaks me out, man. Yeah, probably so much work to put those together. It just feels like fast food if it was YouTube, like that. Although the distinction of fast food, it takes so much effort to produce. Like it's really like I have respect for the videos existing. It freaks me out. Like it's not for me. Is this about top 25? I'm gonna guess probably there's a better level. I think it's probably in like the top, like probably in the best 5 levels in the top 25 at least. But this is not as fun as I thought it was gonna be for sure. And I hope that you can see why. You kind of get stuck on the pre-drop forever. And then when you get past it to the drop, it's like there's 5 places you can die and none of them feel incredibly fair. Like, it's just like, oh, I guess I didn't click fast enough for smoke, so I didn't click at the right time for the thing past Yuho. It's just, it's whatever. I'm honestly thinking there's probably a better level than this up here somewhere after playing this. It's not a bad level. This level's not bad at all. It's just kind of fine to play, but it's beautiful. Well, yeah, the thing is, it's never fun when you die, but, like, it's especially more fun when it's only, like, a collection of possible things that can kill you. Because then it just feels like your effort is just going to waste, because it just feels like luck. Especially when it feels like actually feels like luck. Like, I don't mind choke points when I have some good visual setup for them, but for example, that, like, cube timing past Yuho, you fall into it and then immediately have to click, like, immediately after. It's fucked up. It's annoying. Like, you don't have a good visual indicator of it, so it feels kind of luck-based. When did I get so bad? When I got like fucking 2 hours of sleep last night. That's probably what did it. I feel really bad today. I don't think I even got past Yuho. No, I did. Just once though. I actually have not gotten a single good night of sleep in a month. I got one good night of sleep in the past month, and it was the day I got 6 break attempts. That's crazy. And it wasn't even like placebo. I told everyone at the start of the stream, I was like, I got good sleep, let's see what I do, and then I did it. Like, and it felt so easy. Like, actually, it was crazy. No effort at all was used in doing that. I don't know why I didn't beat the fucking level. I probably could have. Low-key, like, the day after I get shit sleep, I feel like my ability to stay asleep through the squirrel noises is, like, slightly better. So I usually get, like, better sleep a little bit. Because, like, I'm more exhausted from the night before or something. Like, it's so fucking stupid, man! Like, okay, so what I don't understand about it, what's so annoying about it, is that the way you fall into it is so bullshit. Like, why do I, like, look how much time you have. Like, that's how much time you have to, like, get the timing out. And it's, like, between two, like, weirdly looking spikes, bro. You barely have any time on the ground to, like, figure out where you're at and when to click. It's so annoying. And it's just, like it actually just feels like a total gamble. I don't care about their feelings. Fuck them, bro. Hate them. They wanted me dead. They would kill me if they got the chance. And they keep getting the chance and they keep doing it. Think about that. Is it not? It's not. Brian cheats his lives where there hasn't been any break attempts. That's a good point, I feel like. I feel like that's definitely why. The self-love trauma thing? I saw that, but it was just the same thing that happened earlier that was like already resolved. I'm Craisins that. Like there was a much bigger like drama that happened a while back. But it was very much like a he said, she said thing. Craisins, save us. That's not a real sentence. I don't know, but something tomorrow tells better be will 25. Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit. 25? That's not even, you actually maybe, like, that was really good, because I honestly thought that was real for a long time. Like, I went through like 2 to 3 rereads before I realized that was a bunch of bullshit sentence. So, well played. I don't know why 25, like that number actually has nothing to do with anything, so I don't know why I didn't, like, I guess my brain, like, centered on that being the new piece of information that mattered, and then, like, the rest of the words were going to help explain why 25 was there, or something. Was my thinking, so I was like, oh, I guess I read it wrong, because it felt like 25 could matter. Like, that could be a mattering number. I don't know why I thought that, though. Like, Christmas? Or what? Why did I expect that to matter? Ugh. Confusion bait's fun, but it's hard. Like, cause like if it's too like, it's a fine art. Confusion bait. I'll do the occasional like word misspelling or jumbling to try to make you work harder for whatever it actually is. But... The oven, the famous confusion bait, the oven thing was pretty good. Like, why do they call it an oven? Like anything where it like leads with like a strong opening point, and the rest of the words look like they're in the right place, is gonna do good. I would say. Alright, I'm done streaming. That was bad, obviously, but I'm honestly just so tired. I'm not even like I'm so tired to the point where it's not even like I know this one's not even my fault. Like I couldn't focus on more than 2 fucking inputs at a time, bro. There's just nothing you could do. There was no like nuance to it where I was like kind of not tired. No, I was just full the whole way too tired to play the game. But I mean, I knew that. I was just like chilling with you guys, so it's fine. It's whatever. Sometimes we can take a day off. That's pretty much what that was. So I'll hopefully get better. I think I will, and then I think I'm gonna try to like lock in tomorrow a little bit more because today I just kind of dicked around the whole time. So I'm gonna probably kind of lock in a little bit tomorrow if I get good sleep. So thank you guys so much for watching. I enjoyed chatting as always. It's nice to chat about some more complicated stuff. I always enjoy it. So, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Take care.